She just disappears for a moment.
I'm here.
There she is. Hey,
Yep.
can you enable screen sharing for me?
Absolutely.
Because I was going to do the testing out, or I was going to do the continue the treatment system guessing.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
Morning, Sarah.
Good morning. I had a question.
Sure.
Sure.
The recordings, how can I access the recordings from yesterday?
So we will be downloading those and trimming those, and then we will be uploading them again onto the Whova app, but you might need to give us a few days. So hopefully next week we'll have everything uploaded. So the live stream recordings will be uploaded that you'll be able to see, and you'll be able to access them the same way that you get to everything on the agenda currently. Does that answer the question?
Yes, perfect. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. So for the short time, we make it only available to those conference attendees, but then after a while, we do archive all of that too. So it'll be available to the public afterward.
Oh, that's great. Okay. Thank you.
Are we seeing this lovely treatment system here? Does anybody know which one that is?
I sure know.
Yeah, well, you have the cheat sheet.
And I'm personally intimate with that treatment system.
Aha. You know, so you know which one it is. Does anybody else know that one?
I thought it was the
I got the
fountain,
cheat
fountain
sheet
of
too,
youth.
so.
Yeah. No cheating, no cheating.
Is this the fountain of youth?
It's the fountain of youth.
It would seem that way. Yes, I think it is the fountain of youth.
Well, I hear it's good for your, the water is good for your skin.
Nobody? All right, well, we'll leave that one. Is anybody in the chat? I can't get to the chat.
No, nobody's,
Okay.
they're not chatting right now.
Yeah, if you wanted to answer in there, you could.
I'll answer. You guys go on to the next.
We'll leave that one. How about that? Anybody know what that one is? Number 4. Christine, do you have a guess? No?
No,
Okay.
doesn't look familiar to me.
There are just so many.
How about that one? Number 5.
That
think
one I
there's-
know.
I think Christine knows that one. Okay,
Is that that's an Oneida system?
that's
Yes.
right.
You'll be
Yeah.
hearing about that today.
Number
Correct.
3.
There you
That's
go.
right.
Perfect.
If I don't recognize number 5, there's something wrong.
Yes. Okay, so we guessed that one. Should I keep going, Ian?
Yeah.
Or do you want to? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's up to you guys. We might as well. These are fun.
Okay, here's number 6. The clue is that it's a bituminous region one.
Well, that's 2/3 of them.
There you go. Yeah, pretty much. No,
So
no
we
guesses.
we did a virtual
Heard about
tour
this
of
one.
this one yesterday. That's another clue.
Yep, we did a virtual tour of it.
No
Oh,
guess.
Ian gave away. Ian gave away what the first one was. Okay.
We're
Yeah.
at the very far end of it.
And I will write this one in chat and you can continue, Mike.
Okay. So number 6, that one is. Okay, so here's number 7. This one, I don't know if a lot of people have been able to get to it, but this one is actually, I guess, would be considered the anthracite region or semi-anthracite. Maybe that would make it more specific. I think Denise would know this one.
I know. I know this one.
Steve knows this one.
Yeah.
I know that one. That's that hilly one.
The hilly
I don't
one.
even know the name of it. I just
Tunnel.
know we have to climb a hill to get there.
Yep. Steve, what were you gonna say?
Tunnel B.
Yeah. Yep. That's the one that's buried. So
Yeah.
it looks like a field, but it is actually a buried limestone system. But I was
Water
taking
on.
a shot of it because the trees in the background were really nice. Okay.
In the oil sock.
Oh, Ian, did you start backwards last time? We did
No,
this one yesterday.
I did number 1, and then, which was by 2 minutes, and then I scrolled down till the first one I recognized as anthracite.
Oh, which was the last one. So we guessed this one yesterday. All right, so let's go back and say what this one is, right? Number 4. Do you know what that one is, Ian? Anybody recognize that one's out in Western Pennsylvania?
So that one I'm not really familiar with, but that's Barkley Road.
Yeah. These were, some of them were submitted by Cliff, who's the guy that runs Datashed. Yeah, so he has a lot of really good photos of these treatment systems. Okay, that's it. Thanks for playing.
All right. Well, as people have already started to roll in here, I guess we will kick off day 2 of the conference. So welcome everybody this morning. And I think what we're going to do here in the morning is very similar to what we did yesterday for a little while here, just to, while people are having breakfast or grabbing a coffee, and send you around for a few more kind of chat discussions as we break out with the folks that we have here. And you'll come back, and I don't know, Ann, if you want to do it between the 5 and 8 minute sort of time frame, that's fine to get us through the morning here in the first hour before Andy does our day 2 welcome. Sort of just a good recap yesterday. We kind of talked last night. Many of the members of the committee thought things that went pretty well. And not too many glitches, we don't think. So we were happy with the way discussions went yesterday. Some really good topics. Really good to see Malcolm get his award for the Mayfly Award, and a really high number of attendance. So we were glad to see that. And Mike and Ann did a lot of the great stuff behind the scenes to keep things running smooth. And I think our moderators and the speakers did a great job at trying to interact between the app and giving presentations and trying to embed videos. So as we continue to work through this pandemic, we are all learning a lot of new things about different ways to communicate here. And we think in the future, this some form of hybrid of this situation may be what's down the road. And we are looking to hope to get back to in person, but with that, we'll have discussions following the conference. But I think we had day 2 here. We got some good presentations again, and we will have another announcement of Mayfly Awards for the day 2 of the conference, and those will come up over lunch. And the agenda is full between this morning and early afternoon. So don't feel bad if you can't get to both tracks. As Mike was mentioning before, we need time to download those and clip them and upload those so that they're not taking up crazy space on our computer systems and servers. But that comes through Hula, and we will get those so that you can be able to watch other sessions and tracks that you may not have been able to get to as you're out in one of the sessions. So what we're going to do is people roll in this morning here again, like yesterday, is kind of keep the conversation going as they come in. Ann's going to move people out like Star Trek and just beam them up and out, and you'll be able to join a room, and then she will bring you back in after those 5 to 8 minutes are up. Don't feel bad if a conversation gets cut off. You'll just get thrown back into the main exhibit hall here, and I'm going to try to stay here depending on what happens here this morning. Yesterday, I was lost in space for a little while, so I couldn't get back. But I think we figured that out, and Ann knows how to keep all my molecular field here at the office in my chair in the exhibit hall. So let's hope that happens this morning. So we're going to break out into some little rooms, and conversations will be around here in the first round. Just what do you miss maybe about some of the in-person conferences? And have you been able to do any networking so far during this conference? And have you had any in-person meetings or conferences or workshops this year? Just a discussion to have with folks. And Anne's going to put those questions in. It looks like she already has before you get out, and then come back and we'll have some other questions for you for round two. So, continue to use the app. We see people on visiting the exhibitors, check out the sponsors, utilize the gamification side a little bit during downtime between attendance sessions, and watch the leaderboard for folks that are moving up and down, and interact with people and network. It's kind of the way we can do things here this year, and it's been fun. So continue to interact if possible, and learn how to use the app if you're using it from the phone or a desktop environment. And we think you're going to enjoy the second day here, and even well into Friday for the data shed training that Cliff will be hosting. So with that, Anne, if you want to send people out, and I will see you shortly.
I just posted them up. Big Brother's in. Round one. What do you miss most about in-person conferences? Anybody?
Let's call on someone. I see Kay, your mic is on. We can't hear you though.
Said no mic.
Oh, okay.
Oh, she's in the chat.
Okay. How about Christine or Bill? I've heard you both talking, so I know your mics work.
What's up?
Good morning.
So question, what do you miss most about in-person conferences?
Seeing everybody.
Yep, me too.
But I get to see you on camera, so.
Well, there you go. See my smiling face. Hey, there's Christine.
Nothing. I'm one of those freaks that'd rather be at home by themselves.
Actually, yeah, me too. I have a couple dogs at home. I actually like spending time with dogs.
Dogs are better companions than humans.
Sometimes.
Coming from a guy who trained dogs for years, I now have 2 kittens.
Ah. That you know how you say no more. Yeah. So
I had a dog, my dog just passed away. He was 10 and he really got me through some difficult times in life. And I swear he's just an angel that was here just for that. And he just passed away and I have sworn off dogs now. No more dogs. I can't. He was so precious.
I used to train police dogs, and probably 1,000 dogs came through my hand.
Wow.
But
Wow.
I had my own, and I had 4 or 5. And when I lost my last big guy, it was killing me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew it was coming, and I already had a replacement. A month after I buried my big guy, the one that was there to replace him came down with cancer, and I ended up putting him down, and I swore off dogs.
Yeah, same here.
When I met the wife years later, I mean, we were going like 10, 15 years later, I met her. She had a cat.
There you go. And so you became
stray kitten. And
Yep.
then we got another one, and
There you go.
the original passed away, but the other two are still with us, and now they sleep with us. They follow me around wherever I'm at in the house. They sit on the keyboard. They
Yeah.
all
Nice.
trouble for everything, and it's, but I enjoy it, and I love having a kitten. I actually miss coming into the office because I don't have my kittens with me.
Aha. Let's see. Let's go on to another question. Are you able to do some networking during this conference? Were you able to, I don't know, strike up a conversation with somebody in the community chat area or?
Community chat? No, I'm not technologically savvy, but I am talking to you guys.
There we go.
So yeah, I'm talking to Ann, you, talked to Bobby earlier. I didn't talk to Christy yet.
Yeah. Let's see. Has anybody been to any in-person meetings this year?
Not yet.
Yeah,
Going to
that's
one
how I
next
got
week.
COVID.
You're going to one next week though, Christy, you said.
Yeah, and it's going to be there too at the power conference.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pennsylvania Organization for Watersheds and Rivers, right? That's what that stands for. Well, I wish you all good luck.
I'm interested in seeing how they're gonna run it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
I was to a conference in Baltimore, another one in New York City, and a week-long one down in Virginia Beach. And
Wow.
I didn't get COVID. I came back and went to my niece's wedding. That's where I got COVID.
Oh, okay.
Give me a break. And at the conferences, I did not wear a mask, but at the wedding, I did.
Wow.
Kind of ironic.
Yeah,
Right.
really.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's see. We got a minute to go.
You guys are doing a great job. So keep up the good work.
Well, thank you. Yeah.
I'll be in next week. Let me know when you get everything posted, what I got to do to
Sure.
get into it.
Yeah, just for those of you guys who don't know, Bill actually, he said that he would be our guinea pig for testing out how HUVA tracks the PDH or the continuing education credits for the recorded sessions afterward, because we only assigned them for the live sessions last time. And Bill said that he thinks it might be possible, so we're going to test it out. And he's going to be our guinea pig.
I've been on several that have done.
Oh, we're leaving in 2 seconds. Ah.
Yeah, bye.
I don't see everyone else pouring in yet, but they'll be here. Here they come.
That's what I'm talking about.
They got a couple more seconds than we did, huh?
Yeah.
Are we back?
We're back.
We're back.
All right, we're back. Morning, Christy.
Ooh, this is the next question coming up was my favorite.
Are we in round two? Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And you want to let me know when everybody comes back in, or do you know when it's maxed?
I think we're all here now.
Okay.
Although I do see that there was like, for instance, Bob Hedden joined us just as we were
Leaving?
exiting. Yeah, and he got lost now. He's not there, so I don't know.
He's somewhere in space. Oh, man. Okay.
All right.
Yeah,
All
we're
right.
ready.
Okay. Well, We're back into the main room here in the exhibit hall. So for the new folks that are joining us, good morning again. And we are going to send you back out for a round two question here for maybe is to think about. It's kind of a fun one here. If you were or had worked for an old time coal company, what job would you like to have had? What kind of extra activities of the Coal Town patches might you been involved with? We call them patches around here. I don't know what Western PA calls them, but they were definitely the patches here in the anthracite. How many children would you have? God, given the labor laws, think about that one. And how would you want to meet your maker? Sad to say, but when we know what disasters in the region historically, what way would you want to go if you had any way to go? So think about that when you go into your round two. It's Halloween, but try not to be too morbid. All right, Ann, send them off.
What would your job be? To be honest, I wouldn't want to be the canary that they use to check out methane. So that job, I would not want to be a canary.
Along those same lines, I'm definitely the mule. I am short and stout, very strong, very stubborn. I've got it all.
What was the question?
What job would you do in the coal mines?
Job at
Coal mines.
I would probably die immediately. It's too dark down there.
I don't know. My grandfather worked. My grandpap. He worked in the mines, and his job was to. His job was to use this device right here. Has his name on it actually.
Oh, cool.
He would use this to tip the coal cars. I guess as they would come, his job was to take this and to take the pins out of the connecting the cars so that when they wrapped around, they would dump. So I would do his job.
Oh, cool.
Very cool. You have that. How did you get that?
My dad gave it to me. My dad's 83. And I'm in the Johnstown area. My dad grew up in Wimber, PA, and so all in that area, there's mine 40, mine 37, all those deep mines. So he just had it one day and gave it to me. So brought it in here. It's real appropriate.
My grandfather, when he got out of medical school, he was a doctor, actually came to Pennsylvania from Maryland, and his first job was to be a doctor in a coal mining town. And he had told my dad that it was really challenging, and that I think, not only just the whole atmosphere, but he said the language that some of the coal miners would use, I mean, these were rough and tumbly men, and he just wasn't accustomed to the language. But fortunately, he came to Clearfield and founded Clearfield Hospital, and ended up actually working with the Mayo brothers. And at that time, there were a lot of goiters, growths around your neck. Wow. And they realized it was salt, iodine, that people that lived along the shore and ate a lot of fish never had goiters. And so that's why now they add iodine to salt to prevent goiters.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
Yep. So I'm sure anybody that has had family that has lived in a coal area probably has a relative that has worked in the coal mines or had some connection to the coal industry.
I could tell you definitely. I mean, I'm 47, and whenever I graduated high school, and I went to school at Richland High School around Johnston, and at that age, I could not appreciate or understand the history or the background or the relevance. I only know my dad worked with Bethlehem Steel, and it was like every other day. Are you working or not? He was getting laid off daily. On a day, they tell him not you're going on strike. You're not going to show up to work. So living at home as a teenager, you know, you didn't know whether or not he was going to have a job or, you know, if he's going to work. But then and then not to really comprehend the environment and the mining history at that age. And then going to college at Pitt Johnstown, I was all focused on transportation, stuff like that. And then I had an internship with DEP District Mining. Not until that point was I starting to really open my eyes and understand, well, holy crap, you know, I've been living, you know, in this historic area, you know, family ties to mining. And now with my career here with BAMR since 2005, it kind of all makes sense. It all gets tied together. So it's, it's a simple thing actually, but from at that young age, you couldn't really appreciate it or understand it. But now me doing what I've been doing, very fortunate, and it does hit home. So.
And I will give you, when I was growing up, my mom grew up in a section of Clearfield that basically my grandparents on my mother's side emigrated from Italy. And so they're in like Little Italy in Clearfield. Everybody had a coal furnace. And I can remember staying overnight at my grandparents' house and waking up to the smell of coal smoke. And everybody, I mean, it was just kind of like a haze in the mornings because everybody was lighting up their coal furnace. But coal was so important at that time because it was the main heating that people used to keep their houses warm.
Well, you're talking about back in the day, but I mean, still to this day, I mean, I don't know how abundant it is or how frequent it is used, but where I live in Salix, I'll go for a jog and I know there's multiple homes on different roads where I know whenever they're burning coal for their coal farms. You know, some people may have an outdoor, you know, wood furnace, but I can tell here around these towns who does burn coal for their heat. You know, you can just smell it.
We only have about 15 seconds left. Anybody else want to chime in on their experience or thoughts if you lived back in the day? All right, we're about ready to leave the break.
Let's get populated now.
All right. That's my favorite. Yeah.
That was fun. We had some good conversation in our room.
Yeah, we did.
See some other folks joined us here this morning. Good morning, Brian. Good morning, Kay. Good morning, Joe.
Morning.
All right. Well, okay, we're back in the main hall. We're going to continue here to go through another round. Yeah, it was a pretty fun discussion in round two on the jobs that you would have and the number of kids and how you want to meet your death in mind if we had to.
We skipped that one.
Yeah, thank God.
Oh, sorry. I guess I'm the morbid one.
No, it's Halloween. All right. Well, so as we go into round three here, as we keep going, we'll pop in and out. Take a look at the third round of questions we want to give out. And if you could let some other people know in that chat as we break out, just briefly, maybe what is your job or volunteer activity now, whether you're working for an agency or a particular community group or firm. Try and let people know it's just another networking opportunity and give folks an idea of how long you've been working in abandoned mine reclamation, or if you're relatively new to the field, and take a few moments just to give some of your experience level to folks here. And I'm sure that those that are in the room are going to be able to connect up with you. If you're not seasoned veterans like some of us are, and for those that are relatively new professionals, since we've seen a lot of them come into the conference this year, we want to make sure you feel welcomed here, and we do want to network and get you connected up with our abandoned mine reclamation community across Pennsylvania. So please take advantage of that and reach out to us for sure. So Ann can move people around here again, and we'll see you in another room.
Okay, see you in a minute.
All right. Question is, what's your job volunteer activity now? Anybody want to go?
I'll go. My job, my title changed to a geoscientist recently, but I work with Pottsville District Mining Office in the mining, obviously, and I've been there, April was 18 years that I'm there, and I love it. I wish we were still teleworking full time, but I'll take 3 days a week, whatever. It is what it is.
That's cool.
And I'm
I was going to
actually
mention
utilizing the union, and I'm taking college classes right now for free.
Oh, that's awesome. Congrats.
Yeah, I switched my major like 3 times already, but
it's all right. That's life, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just doing it because it's free and it's fun.
There you go.
Get it, girl.
There you go. What aspects of reclamation are you or your organization involved with? Like, I guess the question would be, are you the one that plans out the reclamation? Are you the one that gets community support for it? Yeah. Are you the guy that drives the dozer? I don't know.
Well, in our office, like, we have mining permits that we issue, and they have to have an approved reclamation plan. And then, like, I'm in the permitting section, and our compliance section are the ones that basically regulate, the reclamation complete, is it satisfactory, that kind of stuff.
Oh, cool. Okay. And that's for the active mining, right? That's not the abandoned mines. You said
Right. No, we're active mining.
Okay.
But they have to have an approved reclamation plan for coal and non-coal in place before we would issue them a permit.
Oh, before they can even mine anything. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And then the last question is, how long have you been involved in abandoned mine reclamation?
Well, I'm active mining, so.
Oh, okay. Well, how many years have you been there?
I was there 18 years in April.
Wow. Okay.
I was a late bloomer. I was 23 when I went back to college, so I kind of got a late start.
All right. Anybody else want to go?
Hi, Dustin. Long time no see.
Hey, how's it going, Ann? Good to see you.
Good. Awesome to see you joined us.
Yeah, I was a late registration, but I've been kind of swamped this week, so.
Okay. Tell us.
Dustin, where's our buddy at?
He's busy.
Where's my friend? You got him working?
Yeah, I got him working.
Yeah, he's talking about Les Curley, Pennsylvanians and Alabama, people from Alabama. We know how to have good times. So miss you guys.
Sure.
Yeah, too.
Hey, Dustin, I'm also wearing the right colors right now, because last time we talked on a call, that was the Alabama-Penn State game, and I wasn't going to talk any type of trash. But after last weekend, I can talk all the trash I want right now.
There you go.
Have at it, Pat.
I try to be nice about it.
I live just a few minutes from the stadium in Pittsburgh, and or like literally walking, I can see the stadium, and there are as many Pitt people down there as a Steelers game. It's insane.
Yeah.
I believe it.
Cool.
Morning, Robert.
Oh, you turned on the video.
Oh, yeah, we've got like 3 minutes. Yeah, let's get back to Mike asked us questions. I guess we ought to stick to our agenda. How about either Dustin or Robert Sabo just joined us? Somebody, Mike, if you want to repeat the question.
Yeah, what is your job or volunteer now? And then how are you involved with doing reclamation?
I'm the director for the Mining and Reclamation Division in Alabama. So I manage the AML program for our state, and I also manage non-fuel surface mine permitting. So anything non-coal that's permitted through our state, as well as we have a small mine safety and inspection group that I oversee that does safety and regulatory inspections of active mine facilities.
Oh, okay. So you do both active and clean up the old ones too?
Yeah, not necessarily Title V, but we do the safety inspections. It's very similar to like a state version of MSHA.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I believe that's out of our district mining office. I know the, oh man, who was the guy in Pottsville that we used to go and get the maps from him?
Dave Williams.
Davey Williams, yeah.
You know, Dave left. Did you know that he retired?
I heard, yeah.
And he just hit his 1 year the beginning of October, so he's able to do his own thing, like as far as submitting permits and stuff.
Okay. Who runs the map office down there now?
Well, I don't necessarily know that we have a map office, but I know if you needed any underground maps, Jim Andrews.
Jim, okay.
Yeah, he does most of the deep mines in for the permitting in our section now.
Okay.
He's really awesome with that.
Oh, back to Dustin. How many years have you been there?
10.
Okay. All right. Nice. Let's see. We only got 40 seconds left. Anybody else want to do one really quick? What's your job?
I guess I could go real quick. Bob Sabo, I'm the watershed specialist at the Indiana County Conservation District in Pennsylvania. And I've been here for 2 years.
All right. And so you said you're the watershed specialist.
Correct, yep.
So you are out there checking out these sites and helping the watershed groups figure out plan, right? A watershed plan?
Yep, that is correct.
Cool. All right, I guess we got to go. See you all back in the other room.
See you soon.
That cracks me up every time, Ian, you come in the room. The lady's like, progress. That's cool though, because last year, the live recordings, we didn't, the main room that was recording. So it seems whatever room the host is in is what the recording then switches over to.
Yeah. Seems so.
Hey, there's Dustin. I could put look at that. First time I could put a face to a name.
What's up, Bobby?
Good to hear you, man. Good to see you.
Yeah, likewise. Good to see you guys.
You enjoying the conference so far?
Yeah, man, I have. Ready to get back to seeing you guys in person.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
So Ian, we got like 4 minutes to go.
Okay.
Should we split and then?
You tell me.
Yeah, we should probably split
Coffee
now
break.
and start up Andy's session. What do you think?
All right. See y'all later.
All right. We'll see you
Bye.
at the welcome. That's what's going on next.
Okay,
All right,
bye-bye, everybody.
All right, we're closing up the exhibit hall, and we'll see you at the sort of opening for Andy's talk.
Yep.
Sounds good.
Have a good day.